What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Going straight in, fam. So, rapper Slim 400 was murdered on yesterday. This is according to uh, the Inglewood Police Department. Slim was a close associate of YG. They did some music together and they were on the same label, from what I understand. He was only 34 years old. Now, they're investigating the death. They have no suspects, family members, and witnesses are being interviewed by the police department, but they really don't have any suspects or anything right now. They said that the Inglewood Police Department reported that they were patrolling 7th Avenue and Manchester Avenue in Inglewood, California, shortly after 8 p.m. when they heard gunshots. So they go into the direction of the gunshots and they find Slim on the ground, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. They took him to the hospital. Well, paramedics showed up, took him to the hospital, and he died at the hospital shortly after. What's crazy about this situation is that Slim was shot in 2019, he was shot 9 times and survived. I mean, 9 times. I mean, it was really touch and go. They thought he wasn't going to survive. But through the grace of God, I mean, he got through it some kind of way. He got through it. And, the family prayers were answered. But this time, not so much. So, fam, I ain't got to tell y'all that it seemed like at least every other day we're reporting some type of incident of a rapper being murdered. A lot of these guys really aren't rappers. They say, because a lot of guys are really street criminals and dope dealers or whatever. They're not rappers. They just happen to rap as a hobby, right? But Slim was a rapper. He was doing it for real. He was in the music for real. He was doing his collaborations. He was putting his music out. In fact, the day he got killed, he had just put a video out. So he was really doing it. And I'm gonna tell you something too, fam. I like dude. I liked his swag. I like the fact that he held on to that street message. I don't know what he was doing in the streets. I don't know if he was still trying to live that life or whatever, but and I don't really know if he ever even really lived that life because he was a military kid. So his family he was born in Frankfurt, Germany, and they moved to Compton. His family moved back to Compton. And then at some point he got into rap and started doing his thing. At 34 years old, you got to give him a lot of props. Anybody at 34 years old and they ain't really hot, all the way hot, you got to give him their props. But he was really an underground cat, doing his thing and well respected. The dude had balls. Look him up. I don't throw this type of credit around easily. The dude had balls, and he embraced, that street mentality in the music. Like, I ain't talking about what he did in a personal life. I'm talking about in the music. The message was there. If you listen to it, you can relate. If you're from the streets, you can really relate to what he was saying. So, dude had it. And personally, I'm surprised that he hadn't really became a household name, like hit that mainstream, like a lot of cats who are not even as talented as he is. So the thing is that when I heard about Slim getting shot, I immediately thought about the Tupac situation where Pac took 5 and survived. And then, you know, the next attempt on his life, he was not so lucky. He got hit multiple times and he was not so lucky. Don't know what happened with this situation. Don't know what he was into. But the reports are, early reports are, because we don't have a lot of information. You know how it is when it first go down. We don't have a lot of information. But early reports are that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here's what I don't like about that statement, wrong place at the wrong time. We, as young black males, period, there seems to be no place that you can actually be at the right time. When you have black males who go out and just indiscriminately murder black men. I mean, they got a hard on for murdering black males, taking black life. The trip part about it is that if you have that type of mentality, it don't make it any easier for you to live your life. I don't care how gangster you are. I don't care how hard you are. I would think that a person would want to live. I would just think that like life is precious. And if you have children, you want to be there for your children as long as you can. You want to be there to give them the information that they need to navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. You have family that you claim to love. You know, you say you love your mama. You say you love your daddy. You say you love your sisters and your brothers. You know, your close friends. You say you love them. Why would you put them on the front row? Why would you engage in activity that could cause them that type of heartache? This is why I just believe that a lot of people that live that lifestyle, I don't believe them when they say hood, throw up the sign and all. I don't believe them. I don't believe when they start talking about how they love their hood, but they make the hood dangerous. They make the hood dangerous for the people who live in the hood, the women and the children, first of all. They make it dangerous. I don't believe them when they say, I love my mama. I love my babies. I don't believe them. Because if you did, you would do things, your actions would be consistent with the outcome that you would want, whatever your objective is. If your objective is to love on your babies and love on your family and see them through and be there to help protect them, you would not engage in reckless activity that would remove you from your family and your loved ones. You just wouldn't. That's not consistent with what you're saying. That's all I'm saying, fam. And I'm not saying that I got it right all the time. I did a whole lot of gangster shit in my life. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not trying to act like some type of poly purebred. I did my dirt. But when you know better, you do better. And that's what I subscribe to. I don't subscribe to the idea that because you was raised a certain way that you have to be that way for the rest of your life or you ain't real. I consider that to be stupid as hell. The idea of life, if you think about life in any capacity, the idea of life is growth, to grow. Anything that you do in life, anything that is made, conceived, is made to grow. The idea is to grow. If you start a business, the idea is to grow your business. If you plant a seed, the idea is to grow that seed into a plant that, or a tree or whatever, that eventually produces a harvest, right? That is the idea of life. Any life you see, the idea is to grow. If you saw, let's say, if you saw a caterpillar and it just stayed in that one stage forever, there's no way possible that could have happened. You know, if that if the growth is stunted, then that caterpillar will die. It would be useless. It would become useless. The idea is for that caterpillar to grow. Hold on a second, fam. Yeah. Okay, fam. Where was I? Uh, where was I? What was I? What was it? What was it? What was it? Caterpillar growing. Right. So if you plant, if you look at a caterpillar, the idea for that, if you looked at that caterpillar today and you looked at the caterpillar a month from now or a year from now, and that caterpillar was in the same stage, you would think something is wrong. That is not a good caterpillar. That thing is probably dead, right? A lot of people are mentally dead, fam, because they never grow like that caterpillar. They never grow like some caterpillars. They never grow. They die. But most caterpillars are going to grow, right? They're going to grow. Eventually, they're going to grow into a butterfly or a moth at some point, right? That's life. That's the evolution of life. Some of these cats, they think keeping it real is to keep it stupid at all times, to be transparent and tell everybody what's on your mind and be reactionary, be emotional, like any little thing trigger them, like when you're triggered easily, fam, you're not in your right mind, you're not controlling your mind. Somebody else, something else is controlling you. You're not in control. I was that way for a long time. Somebody do this, I do this. They do this, they hit that button, I go down. They hit this button, I go up. Whatever that button say, the word on that button, whatever it say, that's what I would do. Until I realized that wait a minute. I'm thinking I'm in control because I'm being aggressive, and I'm taking down anybody that try me. I'm gonna take them down. And I'm thinking I'm in control, but I really was not in control. You can punish people who violate you, but it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And also, you can't, in my opinion, pick and choose who you're gonna punish, depending on who violates you. Like, I don't understand how people can have the mentality that, oh, I'm gonna let this cop violate me, but this brother right here who looks like me and comes from where I come from and probably went to the same school as me and come from my same community and have family just like I do, we got more in common than anything. If he violate me in any kind of way, if I think he violate me, I'm gonna take his life. I don't understand that type of mentality. I've just never been brainwashed like that. I just have never been that type of dude. I don't understand how black males, and I haven't seen the person who murdered him, but I'll bet you $1 to a dollar. I'm willing to bet everything I got coming. I'll bet the rest of my life that it was a black person who killed him. I don't understand how they have so much vitriol for people who are in the same boat as them, who come from the same places they come from, who share the same experiences, the same background, whose parents had the same type of struggle almost. I don't understand how they could have that much energy, negative energy toward their own people, that when they look in that mirror, it could be them. Just like how we say when the police indiscriminately kill a black person and we say, man, that could have been me. And we get all upset about it and we get riled up and we ready to protest, we ready to riot. We got to have that same type of energy for our own. We got to be like, damn, that could have been me, right? But somehow, some way, it's not connecting. It's just not connecting. So I just don't have a lot of respect. In fact, I have no respect for cats who pick and choose, who have all the energy in the world to ride on their own people. But then they hesitate about others. They get scared. They get in their place like a good little nigga. Yeah, that's what they are. They're scared. So they really ain't as hard as they act like they are. Yeah, when you're talking about killing, they talk about killing all the time. Okay, anybody can kill. Think about what I'm saying, fam. An uneducated bigot can kill. There's been cases where 5-year-olds have killed 11-year-olds. That you think, okay, he 11, he killed, man, he real. When the last time somebody said that? But if we see somebody at 15, 20, 30, they kill, man, that gangster, man, that nigga real, he real, he real. What, 11-year-old killed somebody, you ain't say he was real? 10-year-old killed, he ain't say he was real? This dude, this is why I really wanted to speak on this, right, fam? Because I know that there are youngsters who are witnessing all of these murders, right? You know, not eyewitnesses, but seeing what's going on. And they got to be thinking to themselves. And I'm talking about the youngsters who are trying to get out of a tough spot, who are living in impoverished conditions, and they're trying to get out. And they thinking to themselves, if I can just get out, my life would be better. If I can get my family out of here, life would be better. I want to encourage y'all to keep going, because this ain't normal. The idea is still to get the hell out, to be the best that you can be and improve and grow, keep it moving, grow. That is the idea. That should be the goal. Grow, keep it moving, keep moving forward. That's the goal. Unfortunately, we've seen a number of successful people, successful Black people, get their lives snatched away from them prematurely. And it makes one wonder, damn, even if you make it, you can get gunned down. Even if you're an 81-year-old woman living in Beverly Hills who have spent your whole life giving back to underserved communities, you can still get gunned down in your own home by a person who comes from the exact same place where you gave so much. A person who benefited from your charity. You can still get gunned down. Now, I don't know when we're going to hit a corner on this. I don't know when we're going to turn the corner, but something got to give. Now, I can tell you pretty much what's happening and what's going to continue to happen. Right now, similar to the drug game, they're going to snatch all these damn fools off the streets. They're going to snatch their asses off the streets, and their kids are going to end up with no fathers in the home, and in some cases, no mothers in the home, and they're going to be left to their own devices. And what do you think is going to happen? The cycle is going to continue, and it's going to be even worse. Because guess what? Damn fools and clowns and suckers get horny too. Thoughts and killers get horny too. Deadbeat dads, breeders get hungry, they get horny too. And they're gonna have kids. They're gonna lay up, these uncivilized mutts are gonna lay up and have kids together. And what do you think they're gonna produce? Because you can't give what you ain't got. Now I know some of you are sitting back thinking, damn, Will, that's kind of hard calling them uncivilized mutt. Well, you tell me what they are. I don't have a euphemism for it. I'm gonna tell you straight up what it is, fam. I ain't got time to play with this shit. People are dying. People are getting killed every day. We got to take off the gloves. It's time to take the kids' gloves off and get down to the nitty-gritty and address this shit. And everybody got to do it. Everybody got to get in. I mean, that's if you really want change, if you really want to talk about what's really going on, if you really want to see some improvements, then anybody that ain't on code got to get it. Anybody, family, friends, whatever, it don't matter. If they ain't on code, if they're not helping, they're hurting. Bottom line. That's cold-blooded. Now, like I said, I don't know what happened with this situation with Slim. They say right now, preliminary reports are that he was a victim of circumstances, so to speak. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But damn, fam, you can be in your own house these days. It don't matter. You can be in the wrong place at the wrong time in your own damn house. Nah, you're not in the wrong place at the wrong time. What it is that you have uncivilized mutts roaming these streets and they killing everything. And you don't have to do much for them to take your life. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. Don't know specifically if that's what happened in Slim's case. I don't know specifically if that's what happened in his case. But I can tell you that I've covered enough of these stories to say that it's very likely that that's what happened. Going into the comments. Charlene, I see you. What's up? Josh Hall. Hey, what up, King? Anthony B. What's up, Bill Mack? Mr. Jamaican. What's up, Mr. Jamaican? I see you. I'm going to share the link and invite y'all into the studio. Invite y'all on the live. If you want to talk on the live, hit that link in the chat, and I'll bring you in. Yeah, you got these youngsters out here looking at what's happening, and they're saying like, damn, wow, man, like, damn, even if you make it, you can still get killed. I know growing up, my whole thing was, man, I got to get some money. I got to get up the hell up out of here, get me some money so I can get out of here, because, it's too many damn fools around here. And it's not just the people that live in the hood. Let's make this straight. There are a lot, this the sad thing about when we say hood. Most of the people that are in the hood are good people, productive people, hardworking, law-abiding people. It's that small percent that kick up all the dust. These are the ones that's averaging one fight a week, one shooting a month. Some of them putting in work damn near daily. They are the ones responsible for all of the ruckus. And then, so with that irresponsibility that they carry, you have the police who prey on the hood. So they treat everybody the same. They see a few fools acting a damn fool. So they just automatically profile everybody. And they ride on everybody in the neighborhood, harass everybody in the neighborhood, talk crazy to everybody. I lived in the hood 18 years of my life, and I never once saw the police smile at me, never waved one time. Every time I saw the police, it was something bad. They came around, uh, throwing orders around, commanding people, demanding things. I never looked at the police like they were the good guys because they were never the good guys. Now that's for all you cops out there who think that somebody is just targeting y'all or just, just a cop hater or something. No, man. This is the energy that the cops put out that I saw growing up. I'm a kid. So when we played cops and robbers, nobody wanted to be the cop. Nobody. The cops was the bad guy. This was real life for us. It was art imitating real life. It was us reenacting what we saw. If we had saw the cops being the good guys and doing something different, we would have tried to be the good guys. But the cops was not the good guys. It's always been a lie that the cops were the good guys. It's kind of like it was a lie that the cowboys were the good guys. I'm talking about the cowboys in these Western movies. We always like looking at these Western movies, and we so brainwashed. We up here rooting for the damn cowboys when they out here raping and pillaging the Indians, killing everything, killing all the Native Americans, stealing these people land and raping their women and all kinds of shit. We up here with our stupid asses rooting for the damn cowboys. I think that's why I don't like the damn Cowboys football team today. I don't like Cowboys. Yeah. I'm riding with the Indians. Going into the comments. Yeah, what's up, young lady?
Hi, can you hear me?
I hear you well. What's the word for us? I know you got a word for us. What you got?
Yes, I was just laughing when you were saying you're rooting for the Indians.
Absolutely.
You're rooting for the Indians. But you know what, Willie D, and it's an honor to join you again. It's just unconscionable what's going on. And what you said earlier when you talked about the mental of individuals, when people they keep getting this twisted. They keep getting religion confused with relationship. See, people have to understand that, number one, we're not going to be here forever. Individuals are trying to make this their home. It is what it is. We just won't. In the meantime, we have always been a people, as I said the last time when I joined you, we have always been a people that knew who our God was. But see, the powers that be have programmed us even out of a relationship with our God. You get into this, well, Jesus was white. I hear some of the gentlemen, Jesus was white. I'm not, listen. If you do your history, first of all, Jesus was born in Bethlehem. That is in South Africa. Okay. So listen, he came out of Nazareth. One of the disciples said, what good can come out of Nazareth? Nazareth was a ghetto. So we know that there's no way historically and even, geographically that he could have been any other color than black. All right. So once we understand that, then let's move on to what was the power? Where did he get his power from? That's what I'm on. And this is where we have lost it, Willie D, because we built this nation, we built this country. But what happened was we began to run after their gods, the gods of our enemies, when God already put everything inside of us that we needed to get the job done. So, individuals, they have to come back to that relationship with God. I don't have a religion. When I bow my knees in the morning and at night, I'm talking to Jehovah God. I'm talking to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac and Jacob. And guess what? All of them were wealthy. Solomon was the richest man in the world. So we need to come back to relationship, not religion. Religion can't help anybody. And I am definitely not an advocate of religion. But when I prayed for my cousin who had cancer, who had AIDS, and God healed her, that's not religion, that's relationship. But in order for us to establish that kind of power and those kinds of results, I had to hang up, let me say it loud so everybody can hear me. I had to hang up my whole card.
And that's the word. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. But she
Thank
always
you.
got that word for me, boy. She got that word. Appreciate you. Hey, fam. Uh, all right, let's get back to relationships. I'm with that. I'm with that because we have lost our way, fam. You know, that was once upon a time when relationships meant something, right? And then at some point we turned a corner and it became money over everything. You know, it became all about me, and I'm solo, I'm by myself, and it just became just about the individual. And you could see it, like you said, start at home. You could see it in the homes when, mama want to hit the streets and hang out in the club and leave the kids at the house. When daddy, want to hang out in the clubs and, want to hit the streets and want to hang out with his friends more than he want to hang out with his seeds. You see, more than he want to be with his friend, his children, he want to be with his friends. See, hey, I love my friends, but I get much more enjoyment out of being around my kids, my seeds. So, and I'm gonna tell you something else, fam. I don't even respect dudes who don't love their children, who don't spend time with their kids, who don't do for their kids. I don't respect them type of dudes, and I don't have them in my camp. Keep it moving, Mr. Powell. What's up?
Hey, Willie, what's going on, guy?
Hey, I can't call it. I might spoil
Great to
it.
meet you, man. First time talking to you, brother, from the Ghetto Boys. I grew up on your stuff, man.
Yeah,
But
appreciate
hey, what's going on out in these streets? Only speaking for myself, coming from Philadelphia,
it.
I believe that a lot of us need to travel the world. I know a lot of us don't have that option, but me coming up as a youngster, listening to the Ghetto Boys and NWA and all that stuff, I had a chance to get out of the city because not saying anything is bad in Philadelphia, but Philadelphia has this energy, this negative energy that can weigh so much on your shoulders. I just had to get out. So just like you lived in another country, I too did. I went over to Europe, you know what I'm saying? I lived in Italy, traveled to Spain, Greece, Amsterdam, Germany, you know what I'm saying? All up and down, Aviano, Italy, and all that. So I had a chance to, uh, see other cultures and notice that a lot of our religion and the way we, think and, how we do things is also over there. But it's a different environment. You know how, they say when in Rome, you know, and that's what I did. And I come to find out that we're more restricted here than overseas because when I was living in overseas in Italy, in Venezia, Italy, it was a lot of home, like home, welcome, of not what you have but who you are. The people didn't care about me, driving a 85 Volvo, and this is in the 90s, so you know how old I am. And
Okay.
they was more into like, hey, who are you? You're from America. Oh, great. Well, what do you do? What you like? It was more about myself and how I carried myself. And I've learned to, they embraced me, and I mean, I had a real good time, and I told everybody, if I get rich, I'm going back over there. I'm just going to live over
That's
there.
right. That's
so
right. That's right.
so great to
And
meet you, man. Great to meet you.
absolutely. You too, my man.
All right,
Appreciate you.
have a good one, Willie D.
Right. Yeah. See, lived it. Uh let's see. Normally I don't bring people into the stream if I can't see their face. But I take a chance. Lived it.
Oh man, apologies about that, big dog. What's up, my man?
What's up? Who am I speaking with?
Name's Julius, bro. I hit you up before, but it was like I think maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Um, just keep it short and sweet, man. Big time supporter, and something I'm pretty sure that you've been told, especially when you you know, we're making efforts, politically. You really do a lot for citizen journalism, Willie D. Seriously. I mean, a lot of people are out here and, there's a lot of celebrities like you and people made themselves celebrities on social media. But to see someone like you who you could have taken it a different route, and it's very rare. I'm 41. It's very rare in my life that I've seen anybody that had the ability to actually speak to people about the reality of what they see on the news and know that they're going to be heard because they have name recognition and things like that, and not do it purely for entertainment purposes. Like you really give a lot of bread to the people, man. And that's all people, as an American, period, anybody listening to your show, you really go into the news. And I think that's desperately needed because there are people who are in upper tier corporate journalism, that they're journalists or whatever, and they repeat the same thing. They barely touch the surface. They won't dig in. And like I heard you say, even after the January 6th thing, the one thing with you, independent man, you don't know nobody. And, we all benefit. People like me who listen and subscribe, we benefit from someone who goes under the thing. And I just wanted to say that. I know it's off topic, but I'll be paying a lot more attention going forward because I really think January 6th was just the beginning.
Right, right. Where you coming in from?
I'm coming in from Queens, New York. My bad, man.
Queens. There you go. There you go. A lot of great people from Queens. I appreciate you, man. Julius, thank you,
I'll be
man.
paying a lot more attention, man. Take
Absolutely.
care, pal.
Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. Somebody, I put the work in, and I don't do it for pets. I do it for, for people to grow, make a change. Like I do it for the same reason why I got into the music game. Like I got into music, you know, to get, to get my money, and because that was my talent, that was my passion. But I always said if I get a chance to do it, I'm gonna do music with substance. I'm not gonna just be making no damn music with people shaking their ass. I don't, and I'm not just gonna be just talking about no anything. I want to make music that speaks to the people. I'm gonna be a voice for the voiceless. I'm gonna stand up to these crooked ass politicians and these people in the judicial system and law enforcement. The people who really make the world bad. All of these people in these major institutions, the so-called pillars of society, religion, politics, law enforcement, judicial system, all of these people in business, the ones who are at the top, they're the most corrupt. I'm telling you, fam, they're the reason why we have so much corruption and chaos in this country. Because these people get in these positions and they get up in the top and they become gatekeepers. And they figure that, the easiest way to make a buck is to just be crooked and be a gatekeeper and make sure that anybody that come in here to try to make change, we stop them. If you come in here and try to make some change, we're going to stop you. It's some teachers out there that's listening to this broadcast. And for a fact that if you're a good teacher, your job is going to be harder than a bad teacher, because a bad teacher is not going to be brought to task. A bad teacher is not going to get fired. Bad teachers get to run their whole tenure, like 30 years, 30, 40 years, they're teaching and get that money, and that's it. But a good teacher will come in and try to implement programs, initiatives for kids to help them have a better learning experience. When you do that, you got to go to your superiors first, which is oftentimes the assistant principal or the principal or superintendent. And you do that, the first thing they do is try to shoot it down. If you come up with something that could improve the kids' experience, their learning experience, their educational experience, You come in with it's a great idea. In your mind, you thinking, man, I'm gonna help out. We're gonna make this gonna be work. I love my students. I love the school. I want to do some good things. And sometimes you even come out of your own pocket, you give extra time, and these damn evil ass, uncivilized mutts will shoot you down. They'll shoot the idea down as soon as you try to bring it up. So what happens? You wait a little while and you try to do it again. You come up with another good idea. Nah. Then you wait a little while longer. You do something else. Then finally you just being like, man, I'm tired. I'm not going to even get, you know what? I'm so tired of this shit that I can't even stay and do this any longer. I got to just get into something else because I cannot work around these evil ass people anymore. And you just decide, I'm quitting. I got a niece. Been teaching for 12 years. She's tired. She said, I'm about to leave. I'm getting out. Now she has they beat her down so much. I'm talking about not the students, the administration. They beating her down so much. She's lost her passion. She's like, I don't want to do it anymore. So she's about to go into the private sector with her own business. You can say it was a blessing in disguise, but she's like the best teacher at the school. So the students are going to suffer, just like they always do. It's always the students who suffer the most. You look at law enforcement, you wonder why you can't get rid of these dirty ass, low down, snake ass cops. That is because they're being protected by some low-down, snake-ass, dirty-ass cops. The police unions all across America, corrupt. If you really think about it, how does a cop with such a bad record remain on the force? And if it come down to it, it becomes a situation where it's too bad. They say, oh, now you become a liability. We can't have you at this force, but go ahead and resign and go over to the other county right here and talk to such and such, and he's gonna get you on. So they just move these uncivilized mutts from one station to the next, and they continue to destroy lives. The only way they can do that is that it's people above them who thinks like they think. They got to have corruption above them to be corrupt. And they will promote these corrupt cops before they demote them. It's like, look, man, if you can't be corrupt, we don't want you. If you can't get with the program, because we ain't about no really saving the community and loving and helping kids and saving children and stuff and preserving life. That ain't really what we about. So if you trying to be about that, we ain't trying to hear all of that. You're going to become public enemy number one. And the trip part about it is that you'll have cops on the force who look at you like something wrong with you. They don't want to ride with you. They'd rather ride with the corrupt cop than the cop that's trying to make a difference. This is the society that we live in. Now, that's the God honest truth. I wish like hell that wasn't true. But I'm a realist. And I'm not finna fake it. I'm not finna get on here and go along to get along. I'm not trying to fake it. I'm gonna tell you what's straight up, what it is for real. When I ran for office, it was gatekeepers, the ones who had been there before me. Some of them had been in politics for 20 years, 30 years. I knew a lot of them before I started running. I had worked with many of them. When I started running, you would think they would call me and say, hey man, let me know if you need something. Hey man, try to school me, give me some pointers or something, give me a little advice, just a little advice. Or at least just say, congratulations for getting out there, man. I had one politician in the whole city of Houston call me and gave me some advice. Just one. The rest of the asses, they sending messages through other people telling me to get out. Get out. Tell him he can run for another position. Don't run for that. They don't want me to run because they're supporting this other person that's totally unqualified and who ain't gonna do nothing for the community. This is the society that we live in. Even when you look at social media, how does a person get banned who promotes self-improvement? Someone who goes out of their way to make sure that they're not posting ignorant stuff. Like, I don't post fight videos. I don't post fight videos. I stopped posting videos showing police murdering Black folks because I realized that it was actually like causing more harm than helping. I stopped posting it because what it does is that, it causes trauma. You keep on seeing stuff like that over and over and over time again, it desensitizes you. This is why if you see certain people get killed, the media won't show that person getting killed. They'll show us all day long getting our brains blown out, but they won't show them getting killed. They'll show you what's led up to it, and then they cut it off. They freeze the frame. Why would they do that? They know. They know what looking at something like that will do to you. So yeah, Instagram disabled my account. I post a lot of things. A lot of the stuff that I post when I'm not posting my own thoughts, my own complete thoughts. I'm just kind of sometimes I might post something that ABC News posted, something that Sean King posted, something that any number of people out there posted, and you'll see that same post on thousands of accounts. But somehow, some way, I committed a community violation when I posted it. How does that work? So it really ain't about good. All this stuff about doing good, it ain't really about that, fam. It's about evil people at the top trying to maintain control to get away with whatever that evil agenda that they have. That's what it's really about. If you're for the people, especially if you're for Black people, you're probably going to be a target. Your life ain't going to be easy. If you speak on issues where you are defending Black people, you're probably going to be a target. If you're standing up against law enforcement, you're probably going to get targeted. If you call out Karens, you're probably going to get targeted. You're probably going to be identified as the evil person or somebody who is a threat. How does people even allow something like that to happen? How does a dirty cop keep his job, but a good cop gets ostracized? A good cop will get ran out of town. A dirty cop will get the keys to the city. How do you quantify that? Anyway, fam, what's up, Miss Meech? I ain't seen you in a long time. Antonio Maddox, what's up? Comedian Senator P. What up, comedian Senator P? What it do? Think out loud. DC Rum TV. What up? Hugo Gomez. What's up, family? Fam, I want to take time out real quick to just say I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting the channel and telling people about the channel, sharing the videos. We need that. It's very important that, you know, if you really want that real information, the truth, the information that ain't being bought and sold, then, you know, we gotta support channels like this. Not just my channel, but there's other channels out there where people are speaking on real issues and taking chances. Y'all don't really understand how much of a chance it is people are taking when they use their channel, they use their platform to speak against injustices. It's very, very dangerous in many cases, and oftentimes it's not even really profitable. Even if it is profitable, it ain't as profitable as it could be if they were to just switch gears and talk about something else. Like I could easily talk about something else, and my channel my numbers would just skyrocket. You know, I could easily just switch it up. I could just show the life. You know, that's one of the easiest things to do. Like get on here and just act a damn fool. Get on social media and do that's why the reality shows work. Just get on there and act a damn fool. Act like you ain't got no damn home training, and the numbers just go crazy. Be very disrespectful, and you just get all the numbers you want. The problem is when you mess around and run into a real one, and now and you're laying on that ground struggling for air, and you're wondering what the hell happened. Like now you're wondering, like, damn, I thought it would never happen to me. I did it 10,000 times. I disrespected people and nothing never happened. And now you finally see. So, I mean, personally, you know, I don't think it's worth it anyway, because I don't like the idea of being being disrespectful anyway, unless somebody deserve it. But I wouldn't just be disrespectful just to be disrespectful to get views and stuff, because I don't want somebody disrespecting me. Like, I don't think money is worth selling your soul to be to disrespect somebody first and foremost, and to put yourself in a position where you are disrespected. I don't think, to me, it ain't enough money in the world worth that. You know, to put myself through that, because I already know hey. So you know what I'm talking about, fam. Anyway, going back into the comments. D.D. Smith, what up? Who is that? Rameli Brewer? Adriana's report. Okay. Miller City. We got a Wolfpack member in here. Kayleen Smith. What's up, Kayleen? Wolfpack. Saitama, you did? Saitama. Fam, make sure you buy the dip. Understand this about cryptocurrency. No cryptocurrency goes straight to the top. All cryptocurrencies go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If it's a good cryptocurrency, it's going to go mostly up, right? It's going to go mostly up. What you don't want to do is get caught when that thing take off and get caught not being in. You're going to kick yourself. And I can guarantee you, Saitama is going to continue to rise. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, but it's mostly going to go up overall. And that is a good project. That's where you want to be when you're talking about investing in crypto. That wallet, when that wallet come out, it's going to be a game changer. And that wallet is coming out sooner than you think. Can't really tell you nothing too much after that, but I can tell you it's going to come out sooner than you think. And if you want to invest in Saitama, there's a link under this video. Click on that link and just click on cryptocurrency, and you'll see what you need, and just kind of like go on the page and kind of like follow the instructions and all that kind of stuff. Barry Sanders says he found me through Saitama. That's what's up. That's what's up. Boxing conversation. What's up, Reggie? I see you. Who was that? Johnny Blaze. What up, Johnny Blaze? Finna faint. Yeah, okay. The rant. Sup, the rant. Al Diggy. It's a shame that all of the stuff that's going on in LA, in the LA area, because I really love visiting LA. LA is one of my most favorite cities to visit. LA for me is right up there with DC and Miami, and I would say Chicago. You know, these are like some of my favorite cities to visit, and New York. Love visiting New York. So, but I go to LA probably more than I go anywhere else. And it's a shame what's happening in LA with all of these robberies and killings. You know, even the celebrity killings in LA is like, it's ridiculous, man, out there. What's happened over the last, 2-3 years in LA, and especially with the uptick in robberies, these strong arm robberies that's been happening, fam. Yeah, I can tell you right now, these type of robberies that's going on in LA is very similar to a bank robbery, right? It's very similar to bank robberies and the dope game. If you hit that lick, you're not going to stop after the one lick. You know why you're not going to stop? You got to think, what made you start in the first place? You failed to plan properly so that you can have that money, you can get your money right. So you wouldn't have to do something that desperate, right? I'm speaking from experience. So this is why I can speak like this, and I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm speaking from experience. You didn't properly plan to get to the bag in the way that you needed to. So you waited till you had backed up all the way up against the wall, and somebody came up with an idea to jack. And that sounds good because you ain't got no money. So then you go jack, and now, since you got a bag full of money, you don't take the money and say, okay, that's it. I'm finna invest and try something different because I know eventually I'm gonna get caught. What you do is use that money until it's gone, and you jump back out there again, because after all, you got away the first time, and that's how you came back up real quick the last time. So, hey, let me try this again. You do it again. Now you think you're an expert. You think you're good. You think this is what you do. You damn near think it's a job. You might ride around with your jack kit, and then you're going to keep doing it, till you eventually get caught up and get one of them, get a 20 piece, or somebody put some hot lead in your ass. You're going to keep on going, because that's always the end result. Ain't it? I have never seen anybody personally, I don't know anybody personally, who said, I'm going to run. Well, maybe I know a couple people. But it's very rare for somebody to jump out there and get that fast money like that and say, okay, that's it. I ain't doing it no more. 99.9% is going to keep on doing it till something really, really bad happens. Trip part about it is, most of the time when it happens, they don't even have bond money. The average dude don't even have bond money. And they damn sure ain't got money to pay for the lawyer. So what happens? Get out on bond, if they can get out on bond, and go right back to doing what they was doing to end up on bond in the first place. So you know what's going to happen if they mess around and get caught in the interim. between getting caught, making bond, and then going to court or having their case resolved in some kind of fashion, whether they end up getting time or getting off. You're going to end up get caught. You're going to end up going right back in there for the same thing. Man, they're going to throw the book at your ass. You out of here. But it's hard, fam, to explain something like that to somebody, or even try to get them to listen, because some people got the mentality like, man, if you ain't giving me something, if you ain't giving me, I don't want to hit no gang, give me some money. If you ain't giving me some money, then I ain't listening to you. I ain't got nothing to say. Don't tell me nothing. Okay. If you can do the time, I can watch you do it. If you can get killed, I can go to the funeral. That's the least I can do. You can go out there and get yourself killed. You know, going to the funeral gonna be a whole lot easier than being in the box. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be in the box, knock yourself out. If I respect you enough to go to the funeral, I'll go to the funeral. Love you enough, I go to the funeral, pay my respects. Better than me. Because I like this breathing thing. I think this oxygen thing is cool, man. I think it's like, I just love this oxygen shit. Healthy, ain't bleed, no tubes in my head. Ain't got no stems. You know, got all my limbs. I like this shit, feel good. Whole arm. Get up, you know, ain't paralyzed and shit. Ain't got a half a jaw missing. Shit, I like to look in the mirror and see that. Got no big old hole in my face from getting shot. Feel like watching television, see a Popeyes commercial come on. I know I'm saying Popeyes. Some of y'all saying that's bad food, that's bad for you. But still, you know what I'm saying? If I want to eat some Popeyes, I have that option. I don't really eat Popeyes like I used to. Right now, I eat Popeyes about once a month, maybe. Popeyes or Churches. I just got to have that fixed. About once a month. Having said that, I haven't had any in about a couple of months. But if I see something on TV and it looks delicious, I might be compelled to eat that. And I want to be able to do that. I like that. A rumor starts that a party going on over here and it's going to be jamming the woo. Man, you mean I ain't got to sit up in this cage and be stuck? I just get up, get dressed, and go to the party. Oh, man, this freedom shit is something different, man. I've been on both sides, and I can tell you this freedom shit, man, it works for me. It works for me. Be in bed. If I'm cold, I can get up and turn the thermostat to whatever I want to put it on, whatever temperature I want. If it's cold, I warm it up. If it's too warm, I put a little air on. Shit, if you in prison, you got to deal with whatever conditions that they have. You ain't got a choice. Go in, take a shower. Ain't got to look at no naked ass dudes. Some of these prisons, when you go in, you have to, when you take a shower, they make you stand in line. But they do that something, and they do that to promote homosexuality. That's right. That's right. That happens a lot in prisons all across America. They promote it. The COs, they promote it. They allow rape to happen. That's right. That's the truth. So, yeah, fam. Like, yeah, if you can avoid that, man, if you got the power to avoid that, to be your own person, to come and go when you want to, and keep your freedom and live, get as many days out of this thing as possible, healthy as possible. Why wouldn't you make that choice? Because I just don't see any upside in doing it the other way. I don't see the upside in it. That being in a cage thing ain't cool, man. That's a horrible feeling. Then you got weak ass COs. You got some of them COs, they so soft, they weak. You already know they wouldn't talk to you that way in the real world. They wouldn't talk to you like that in the free world. They be talking real reckless, man. Some of those COs, they'll talk to you real reckless. Ain't no way they get away with something like that in the free world. Now it depends on what type of yard you're on, what type of complex you're in. They can't really say too much then, because they know some of these cats ain't got nothing to lose. So they know who to talk crazy to and who not to talk crazy to. But if you end up on one of these lows or something like that, oh man, they real reckless because they know everybody riding for points. Everybody trying to get home, everybody close to getting home. So ain't nobody really trying to get out of pocket, and do something that might set them back. Or some of these guys might have 30 years, but they got to, they're about as comfortable as they're going to get being locked up, and they don't want to get demoted from a low to a medium or a max. So they might accept a whole lot of stuff that they normally would not accept. See Christopher. Who is that? Gabriel. Is that Gabriel Charles Bennett? What's up, Gabriel? Panther, Shamika, Mono. Who is that? Key Pushing Jackson. Kaleem Smith. All right, fam, if you're just not joining, make sure y'all hit that like button, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. If you notice, fam, they took the dislike count off of YouTube. And I know the trolls is mad as hell because they love to try. Some of these trolls, they operate in groups. And their goal is to try to gang up on content creators and hit that like button. Hit the down button, the dislike button, to try to disrupt their views, because a lot of times people will determine whether they're going to watch a video or not based on how many dislikes the video has. So YouTube took the dislike count off. Now, as a content creator, I can still see the dislikes, but I have to go into my analytics to see it, but y'all can't see it. So I just think that's the funniest thing. When the trolls woke up and saw that, they probably moved on over to another to another platform, because they can't really get their rocks out. That's how they get on, with that and the comments that they make. But the comments take a little bit more work. With a like button, you can just go to a video and just hit the thing and keep on moving. The dislike button, you can just go there, bam, and keep it moving. So I just thought that was very comical. And wish I could have saw some of their faces when they first found out that feature was no longer available. L. Blayton, what's up? Actually, that's Blanton. L. Blanton. Okay, fam. Yeah, so if you're just not joining, fam, we were talking about Slim 400, who was murdered on yesterday. shot and killed in Los Angeles, shot multiple times, died at 34 years old. There are no suspects that the police, at least not none that the police is willing to share at this time. They're saying that he was killed as a result of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's what they have at this moment. The police discovered him on the streets with multiple gunshots after patrolling the 7th Avenue and Manchester Avenue in Inglewood, California. This happened around 8 p.m. and they rolled up and saw him bleeding, and so they called paramedics. Paramedics picked him up. They took him to a local hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. So once again, another rapper who actually a real rapper. You know, a lot of these cats ain't rappers. It's just rapping is just their hobbies. But this dude did it for real. Slim 400, dead at 34 years old. May he rest in peace. Condolences to his family, his friends, and his fans. Till next time, fam, I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your evening or morning or even afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Till next time, fam, no more talk.